Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mansfield Motor Speedway for Season 2, race number 17 of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. It's the Peak 400 at this now defunct speedway in the Midwest. 100 laps around this 0.44 mile short track in Mansfield, Ohio. This was formerly home to the Truck Series with quite a few events happening. Ron Hornaday Jr. has the qualifying record for the Truck Series. It was broken this weekend, though, by our current pole sitter as we take a look at our point standings. Christopher Burnell, 465 points in the lead, just above his teammate Richard Fridge in second, Alexander Rowe third, Josh Harrison fourth, Ian McDaniel, what a surprise, he is sitting fifth in points as we scroll on through the field. A bit of an interesting note today, we have a major driver change. The winner of the Auto Club 400, the 86 of Abel Nickerson, is out of a ride. He has left Azo Racing Team. The driver that will replace him for the remainder of the season, none other than Umar Al-Kim. So, new driver in the 86 for today's race at Mansfield. We're going to have a fun and exciting race here today as we're going to take a look at our starting lineup. Row 1, Scarborough takes the pole for yet another short track in Sam Francis. Row 2, James Sharp and Michael Guthrie. A little bit of a surprise there. Points leader Christopher Burnell and Ian McDaniel sitting in row 3. Row 4, Nick Roten and Garrett Lamar. Row 5 sees the 20 of Richard Fridge and Abby Lane, who won at South Boston. Row 6, Eris Yuko and the winningest driver in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge, Harry Williams. Keith Hughes and Jacob Dabo make up row number 7. Row 8, Mitchell Collins and Umar Al-Kim starting 16th in his debut. Row 9 sees Josh Harrison and Spencer Davis. Row number 10 sees Rory Sharp and Nelson Reeves rounding out the top 20. Aaron Hunter, Steele and Nosler, two teammates, making up row number 11. Row 12 sees Jimothy Sharp and the driver who needs a good performance, Henry Guo. Row 13, Nathan Stapleton and Alexander Rowe. Row number 14 sees the Daytona 500 winner, Christian Vargas, and none other than LJ Toledo. Tom Gill and Sean McKean make up row 15. Row 16, Barney Thresher and Axel Racha. Row 17, Hayden Phillips and the 97 of Jonah Burridge. Row 18, Arwen Basic and David Kreutz. Cars are about to get fired up and rolling off. Row 19, Boston Jones and Drew Sharp, and rounding out the field, Greg Rowland, Josh Moore. Drivers elected to do single file starts at this track, much like they did at South Boston, as to reduce any confusion. So we'll be seeing single file restarts for any restart following a caution period. 100 laps around this short track, lots of grooves, easily able to do 2 wide and 3 wide. We may see wrecks coming out of turn number 2, and it's sure to be a fun one. Colin Scarborough, Sam Francis lead us to the green flag. Off and away they go into turn 1. Too wide through the field, but Scarborough has the advantage coming out of turn number 4, and he will lead lap 1. Here's second place right there, Michael Guthrie. He's always had a fast car at these short tracks. Now, we never mentioned the pit strategy. We're not going to see many pit stops, maybe one if you need tires, but it is very unlikely that we see drivers pit. 3 wide already with Arwen Basic here in the 45, the one of Henry Guo trying to make some positions up, slicing and dicing their way through the field. 3 wide again with Spencer Davis in the number 00 and Nelson Reeves. Nelson Reeves was in the Iowa race this Wednesday for the Truck Series, on board with Alexander Rowe, who tends to struggle at short tracks, but he needs a pretty good day here. He's already making his way through the field using that bottom lane. Top lane, not where you want to be on. The bottom lane is where you want to be. As we're on board with this 37 driver working his way through the field. James Sharp already falling down quite a bit. Here's Joshua Harrison with a new scheme for this weekend, the 18 Pepsi machine. As caution comes out, we have our first caution. Oh no! Umar Al-Hakim, Aris Yuko involved, and the 86 driver involved in a wreck in his first start. Let's take a look at the replay. 4 wide coming out of the corner. It looks like Aris Yuko comes down on the 84, knocks them around, and then up into Boston Jones and Umar Al-Hakim with the 93 also getting a little bit of a lick in there. Here's another look at it, a good angle. You can see, ooh, boom, right into there. They slide up into the track, into Boston Jones, and then Umar just gets a rough piece of it. Here's on board with the 93 of Red Rolling. He's going to give us a good look at it. And you can see the wreck happening just on the corner, sliding up the track. Bang, right into him. This is somewhat of a self-cleaning track, much like Bristol. Here's an incident that happened on the front straightaway. Oh no, the 69 bounces off the wall, goes into R1 Basic, and lots of collateral damage here. That one of Henry Guo gets involved in that as well. And many incidents happening there. The 54, the 86, the 69, the 20 of Richard Fridge was involved in that second incident. 45, the 12, and the 59. Those drivers I all listed were involved in those 2 incidents, and they will be out of the race. The 84, the 68, and the 93 all are still running. A reminder, drivers decided single file restarts for today's race, so we will be going back underway lap 11 of 100. Colin Scarborough, Michael Guthrie, Ian McDaniel, Sam Francis, and Abby Lane. That makes up your top 5. Coming around turn number 4, the Peak 400 back underway. Green flag is out again. Scarborough leads them into turn 1. Doesn't get the jump on the 33 as you would think, and here's Guthrie all over the back bumper of the 2. Trying to get side by side as they go onto the front straightaway. Lap 12 of 100 here. Guthrie backs out going into turn number 1. The 26 of McDaniel, he's sitting in 3rd place. He's got a pretty fast car. The 1 of Guo on pit road to service some of his damages on lap 13 of 100. Not the race Guo was hoping for, as now here's the 33 getting alongside the 2. The 2 gets a little loose, washes up the track. Here comes Guthrie. The 33 to the lead here as we're on board with Ian McDaniel. Scarborough washes up the track once again. That allows Ian McDaniel. He's going to get underneath the 2 and get towards this 33 car. Lap 15 of 100 now. The 2 all over the back bumper of the 26. Those 2 teammates, pretty good friends. But on the track, of course, always fighting for position. Here's the 37 of Rowe. He's already made his way up to 11th place in that number 37 Cottonelle car. Certainly looking for a bounce back week to try to get up into the points, back up into the points lead. With Fridge having a rough day, hopefully Rowe is able to work his way back up to Marnell. Yep, with Fridge out of the race already, Rowe is certainly going to have a good day. Here's Ian McDaniel being worked on by Scarborough, who's trying to get around him again. Abby Lane there sitting in 4. Here's Marnell. He's moving his way up through the pack. He lost some positions on the initial start, but now the 23 car doing what he does best, working around these drivers at a short track. In the Advanced Auto Parts colors for today, here's the battle for 16th place with Tom Gill, and coming up on Keith Hughes, Jimothy Sharp, last week's winner at Gateway. In 17th, nearly contact going into turn number 1. They got pretty close with Keith Hughes there, but he slid up the track regardless, and that allowed the 78 to get the positioning and take the spot. And about 21 of 100. There's Jimothy Sharp battling with the 58 once again. We're going to see a lot of this, as here is Michael Guthrie being under attack from Scarborough. Scarborough is going to take the lead. Boston Jones in the 68. A little bit of a pick move used by the 2, and the 2 is able to clear the 33 going into turn number 1. And Guthrie did not like that at all, as here he comes. He's already making his way back up to the back bumper of the 2. I thought Scarborough was going to be able to clear and gap the 2 with the 33. But oh, a little slide up the track went Colin Scarborough that allows Michael Guthrie to get closer. Abby Lane has already moved her way into 3rd place. Not for long as Harry Williams goes underneath her. Here comes Guthrie. Once again, lap 24 of 100 underneath the 2 into turn 1. Scarborough out of the preferred lane, and that is going to be a spot taken for Michael Guthrie back to the lead for the 33 driver, leading 1/4 of the way through the race. Harry Williams started in 11th, but he's already made his way up to 3rd, going to make his way into 2nd now as Scarborough loses the positioning. So Harry Williams making his way into 2nd. He's already got 3 wins on his career, including 1 this year at Bristol. Could Harry Williams be a factor here? He definitely, he already is already. Here's Ian McDaniel making his way into 4th place. Here's the 2 of Scarborough battling back around the 87. Actually, that was McDaniel moving his way into 5th. Here's the 87 falling his way back down to 4th from 2nd. This is going to happen a lot throughout today's race. These guys battling for 2nd place here, the 2, the 52, the 87, they all seem relatively the same pace. As here is Henry Guo, just out there logging laps, trying to get a good finish, see if anybody else DNFs. Quite a few laps down, he has damage, and if we see some more DNFs, then it's possible that the 1 car could cycle his way into the top 30, but as of now, he is 34th. Here comes Scarborough underneath the 87 as Williams had moved his way into 3rd. Now Scarborough is going to make his way around the 87. Ian McDaniel already getting pretty close. Not pretty close. He is right there on the 87. He's going to go underneath them, and around he goes. So Harry Williams falling down quite a few positions from 2nd back down to 6th or 7th as Abby Lane makes his way around. Once again, driver last on the lead happens to take the 79 of Jacob Dobro. So he's got Michael Guthrie in his rearview mirror, and they're about a straightaway away from each other. But 79 desperately going to try to stay on the lead lap. Still in the lead is Michael Guthrie, leading on lap 35 of 100. He has shown quite the pace here at the road, not the road courses, at the short tracks. this season, and he did last season as well. He claimed the pole at Irwindale, led the first chunk of the race before getting taken out in an incident at roughly the same time. Here's Sam Francis and Colin Scarborough battling for second place. 52 has won a race. Well, not the 52. The 52 driver has won a race at Bristol last season, nearly dominating the entire event. Now, that was with a different team. He was with Azo Racing Team. Here's the 2 of Colin Scarborough. He was just ahead of the 52. He has won a race, although it was at Circuit of the Americas. Scarborough really enjoys road courses. Here's Abbey Lane, the winner at South Boston, with the 87 right behind, 3 wide. We're going to see a squeeze coming out of the corner. Whoa! The 86 gets turned by Harry Williams. Up the track goes the 6, and caution comes out for the second time today. Oh, big incident. And the 3 of Josh Moore slams into the side of Abbey Lane, and that brings out the second caution of the day. Here's a look at it, hard into the outside barrier. You can just see from that angle how vicious it was. And then hard into the front nose goes Josh Moore. Here's another look at it on board with Harry Williams. And yeah, that's quite a drop with how this track is, very banked on both the straightaways and the corners. So that brings out the second caution of the day. No drivers coming down pit road. The 6 and the 3, both Abbey Lane and Josh Moore, have retired from the race. So we're going to go back underway. Restarting on lap 44 of 100, nearly halfway through today's event, the peak 400. Very interesting. Peak does not sponsor any driver in the NCS SimRacing Challenge, yet they are sponsoring today's event. Michael Guthrie, Colin Scarborough, Sam Francis, Harry Williams, and Ian McDaniel. That makes up your top 5. Getting back to the green flag. Here we go. Back underway. Michael Guthrie gets a great jump on Colin Scarborough. He's going to lead him into turn number 1. That has been the story all day. Guthrie has been getting great jumps. We have drivers pitting. That's Sean McKean. We have Rue Sharp. And we also have Jacob Dabo coming down pit road. So very interesting. We see 3 drivers hitting from around, 2 of them around mid-pack, and then Dabo was the 79. He was the first driver 1 lap down. On lap 46 of 100, here's the battle for second place. Sam Francis trying to work his way back into the second place spot that he was holding. Ian McDaniel makes his way into 4th place around the 87 of Harry Williams. And in 6th place, that's the points leader, Christopher Marnell. McDaniel is very good at these short tracks. Here's Sean McKean about to jump up back onto the track right there, so he will rejoin the field a few laps down in the 27. McDaniel considers short tracks some of his best tracks, but he has not won a race at a short track. His two race wins have come at Daytona and Watkins Glen. Guthrie, however, has been one of the most consistent short track racers. He's always had something come up during his tenure, either in the 33 as Tolfo or the 33 for CRT. He's just had poor luck that has taken him out of contention for the win. On board with Scarborough in the 2, he is sitting in 3rd place right here. There's the 52 of Sam Francis just ahead of him as we're past halfway in today's race. Getting to the rear quarter panel of the 52 goes Scarborough, getting around him. He does. Now we're on lap 2 of 100. Scarborough takes away 2nd place from Sam Francis, clearing him out of the corner here's the 87 working his way around the 26. And Harry Williams seems to have quite the handle on his car, actually. It looks like he is comfortably holding his position, battling with Ian McDaniel. And I think Harry Williams, with this car, I mean, he's brought the same car that he won Bristol with. And that car got much better throughout the race. It was very good through the long runs and just only got better. So as these tires wear on, as here's Christopher Marnell, easier points leader sitting in 6th place. There's the 27 who pitted. And he's a few laps down. Unsure if that gamble will actually pay off for them or not. I mean, it's going to be very unlikely that we see a long enough green flag run. There we go, caution comes out. I was just about to say, very unlikely we see a long green flag run to where people would cycle back around. And the 93 of Greg Rowland has, looks like he smacked the inside wall to bring out the 3rd caution of the evening. Here's a look at it. Looks like the same sort of incident right here. Oh, the 72 of Christian Vargas misjudged his timing. I think the 93 slowed down and the 72 sped up roughly the same time, and that's what spun the 93 into the inside barrier. And whoa, very interesting turn of events. Michael Guthrie is going to come down pit road. They said over the radio that they were feeling that Guthrie was, quote, feeling something off in the car, and they're going to take the car down pit road. Probably give it 4 tires. It's entirely possible that it's just a vibration. But a very interesting turn of events. As the 93 of Greg Rowland also comes down pit road, he will be retiring from the race. So Guthrie changing the right side tires, off and away he goes. So the race leader will now find himself at the tail end of the longest line as we head back for the restart. That gives the lead back to the 2 of Colin Scarborough, who's leading earlier in today's race. He will now be your leader going back to the restart on lap 62 of 100. So we've got about 39 laps remaining in today's race. Scarborough in the front, looking for his 2nd career win, his 1st career win on a short track. Sam Francis looking for a win at a short track yet again in the 52. He's starting 2nd. Harry Williams in 3rd. He's one to look out for. Ian McDaniel 4th, and Christopher Marnell sitting in 5th. Coming back to the line, green flag is out. Scarborough leading him down. Lap 62 of 100 in the peak 400. Francis already looked to the bottom lane. We've got a little bit of kerfuffle in the back. That's the 97 of Jonah Burridge coming down pit road. There, he was on the lead lap. Lap 63 of 100. Here comes Scarborough. Or here comes Francis. Francis going to go underneath the 2 of Scarborough into turn 3. The 52 takes the lead away. So now a new leader already here at Mansfield as the 2 of Scarborough falls back to 3rd place, about to lose 4th place. McDaniel lets him in line. Here's Harry Williams. He's now sitting in 2nd place, just behind the new leader Sam Francis on lap 65 of 100. McDaniel let Scarborough back in line, but Not for long, it looks like the 26 is going to try to get around this 2 car. Not going to happen around this time. Down the back straightaway they go. Here's Marnell sitting in 5th place in the number 23 Advanced Auto Parts Chevrolet. A very quiet day for him, very consistent, very quiet. No wins on the year for Marnell so far. Here's the 22 of Mitchell Collins. He's sitting in 6th place. He's also had a very quiet day so far, but he's looking for a good points day. All Bones Motorsports cars within the top 6. Francis under fire from Harry Williams, who's going to try to get this lead back, or get this lead for the first time today. Here comes Harry Williams, diving to the inside. The 52 gives him room. Harry Williams takes the lead, lap 69 of 100. Harry Williams does a hostile takeover of the lead, and he is now in command here at Mansfield. Coming to lap 70 of 100. Caution comes out, pace car is coming out. We've got a crash. It's the 32 of James Sharp, who started on row 3. He gets turned and brings out the 4th caution of the evening here at Mansfield. Here's a look at it. Oh no, that was all the fault of Boston Jones. Looks like they rubbed up into each other, got a little loose, and then both the 32 and the 37, wrong place, wrong time, turning them around. Here's on board with Rowe. He got a little close to him there, and then the 32 just runs right into the 68. He came down on off the wall, and that just turns the 32 around. Racing incident there, I would have to say. So after the caution on lap 70, we'll be restarting on lap 75 of 100. 26 laps to go here at this wonderful short track. Already an amazing race so far. We've seen great battles throughout the field. Harry Williams will be restarting in the 1st place position. You already know, no changes there. Nobody came down pit road during that caution. The 52 starting in 2nd place. 26 of Ian McDaniel in 3rd. Scarborough restarts 4th. And Christopher Marnell in 5th. Watch out for Mitchell Collins and Joshua Harrison. They're 6th and 7th in their bright paint schemes. But Harry Williams is going to lead us back to the green. 75 of 100. He gets a good start. So does Sam Francis. Ian McDaniel, not so much. Here comes the 87, going to try, or the 52 tries to get underneath the 87. Sam Francis right on the back bumper of Harry Williams. Lap 76 of 100. Caution comes out. We've got another crash on the back straightaway yet again. The 84 of Axel Rocha involved. So big puff of smoke for the 84, who's just not had the season that he has been wanting. And caution comes out. So here's the replay. The 34 gets turned by the 58, gets clipped, and teammates, collateral damage, taking each other out. Here's another look at it. Now the 58 just turns the 34, overcorrects into Jimothy Sharp, and then just takes both of them out, and Axel Rocha had nowhere to go. With no drivers coming down pit road yet again, we will be restarting for yet another time here at Mansfield. The 84 of Axel Rocha has taken his car to the garage and retired from the race. It's going to be a great restart. Harry Williams in 1st. Nothing has changed there. Sam Francis in 2nd. Nothing has changed there. Ian McDaniel has made his way to 3rd place. He's going to be a threat to win here. Colin Scarborough in 4th. Christopher Marnell in 5th. Really no change throughout the field from the last restart to this one. The only thing that changes is the lap we'll be going back on. 20 to go. Lap 81 of 100. We're going to see these cars roaring, hopefully caution-free, to the finish here at Mansfield. Green flags out. Harry Williams, what a great start for the 87. The 52 of Sam Francis gets a 4 start. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. This has certainly become a great track. Hopefully we return here because the racing at this venue has been absolutely incredible. Lap 82 of 100, Harry Williams out in front. Sam Francis about a quarter of a second back, 2 car lengths. If you want to be more specific, really no gain between them so far. Here's Michael Guthrie. He's worked his way to 15th, so the gamble has kind of played off, but with the cautions happening, his efforts have been slowed. But here he comes. He's working his way through, passing the 87 or the 85, passing the 30, working his way on Christian Vargas. So he's showing that he's got one of the fastest cars in the field, but mired back in the pack, it is nearly taking a prisoner there. The 72 getting a little bumper action from the 33. Here's the 17 of LJ Toledo. We decided to highlight him. He is running his throwback this week here at Mansfield, throwing it back to Lake Speed in the number 17 ChevroletGoods.com car. I'm sure LJ can tell you all about his throwback in the chat. He's currently running 10th. He will not be racing the Darlington Cup race. It will instead be Dominic Anthony. The 52 of Sam Francis was way close to the 87. I don't know if you saw that there. I was going on about LJ Toledo, but the 52 got really loose, trying to, I would say, make contact with Harry Williams up front there. Still in second place is the 52. Colin Scarborough has made his way back up into third. Harry Williams still lap 88 of 100 out in front, coming to lap 89 on race 17 of 25 in the season. This is the penultimate countdown. Harry Williams proving himself as a championship contender. So is Sam Francis, as well as Ian McDaniel, as well as Colin Scarborough. Actually, this whole top 5 is we're on lap 90 of 100. Harry Williams, Sam Francis, Colin Scarborough, Ian McDaniel, Christopher Marnell. This is the new batch of drivers who are trying to prove themselves as champions or championship contenders. 10 laps to go here at Mansfield, the 52, trying to get back to the back bumper of the 87. We have a slow car out in front, that's Boston Jones. We've already seen that play a factor with the 2 and the 33. Can that happen again with Boston Jones? 9 laps to go, Harry Williams out in front. Nearly a little wiggle there from Sam Francis that allows the 87 to get a little bit of a gap. A bit of breathing room, but with this track, there's really no breathing room here as the 87 went high. He got a little lazy there, and that allowed Sam Francis to get back right up to it. The 87 drifting high once again. Here is Sam Francis underneath the 87. Into the lead goes the 52 of Sam Francis as the 68 chops down in front of him. And that stacks up both the 87 and the 52. That allows Scarborough. Here comes Colin Scarborough. 7 laps to go. Here comes the 87. Underneath the 52, Scarborough is going to follow the 87, who takes the lead. 6 laps to go here at Mansfield. Side by side, still for the lead, the 52. 3 wide. 3 wide for the first place position. Now the 87 clears from the middle. The 2 is going to be underneath the 87. Does a little contact side by side, dooring each other in the middle of the corner. 6 laps to go, now 5 laps to go. Scarborough has the lead. Sam Francis is going to try to follow Scarborough from the point. Now he's going to back out of it. There's single file momentarily. 5 laps to go, coming to 4 laps to go. Here comes Harry Williams on that back bumper of the 2 car. Will he make a move? No, he doesn't. Gets a little loose coming into turn number 1. Here's Henry Guo. Can he play a factor into this? Scarborough going low, trying to go underneath Henry Guo. Guo being instructed to just stay out of the way Here is the 2 going underneath, nearly contact with Henry Glow. That slows up Scarborough. Here comes Harry Williams. The 1 got sent into the wall, and that may have been the death sentence for Scarborough as Harry Williams takes the lead back. Harry Williams to the lead, 2 laps to go here at Mansfield. The 2 tries to send it into the corner, gets way loose, and sends it up the track. The 2 and the 52 too far away from Harry Williams, as Williams 1 lap to go here at Mansfield Speedway. Colin Scarborough, Sam Francis gave it their all, but Harry Williams is going to win his 4th race as a driver. Harry Williams wins the Peak 400. His 2nd win on the season, and Harry Williams is establishing himself as a championship contender heading down the stretch here in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. What a finish here for race number 17 of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. An unprecedented finish here at Mansfield. That was incredible racing there by all of the drivers. I mean, that top 3 battle was just absolutely insane. Hopefully the NCS officials say, yeah, we're going to come back to this track, because this was certainly a fun one today. Harry Williams, Sam Francis, Colin Scarborough make up your top 3. Joshua Harrison during all of that madness, Joshua Harrison made his way from 7th to 4th place. Ian McDaniel finishes 6th. Michael Guthrie, I mean, we weren't able to focus on him with how crazy everything was. Guthrie made his way into 6th place. Christopher Marnell got his way to 7th. Mitchell Collins 8th. Tom Gill 9th. LJ Toledo 10th. Stapleton, Roten, Rory Sharp, all through the field. You can pause if you would like to on the way through. Timothy Sharp was able to finish 21st after a little bit of damage. The drivers that pitted, Sean McKean, Jonah Burridge, Rue Sharp, they finished 2 laps down, so unfortunately, their little strategy call did not work out for them. Boston Jones finishing 8 laps down. Henry Guo gets a top 30, finishing 5 laps down in 28th. And then see all those drivers wrecking out of the race. Umar Al-Kim in his NCS Sim Racing Challenge debut finishes 39th after wrecking out in the first accident of the day. It was a really good race, and probably one of the best races of the year. Let's take a look at our point standings, though. These are going to be very interesting. Christopher Marnell, 501 points, holds the points advantage that he had heading into today's race. But Alexander Rowe is the new driver in 2nd place, retaking that 2nd place spot from Richard Fridge with 480 points. Joshua Harrison, 3rd place, 477 points. McDaniel, 4th, Fridge, 5th, Francis, 6th, Scarborough, 7th, and Harry Williams, 8th. Mitchell Collins has made his way up to 9th in the point standings, Garrett Lamar, 10th. So all 3 Bones Motorsports drivers are in the top 10 in points. Very interesting, as Abel Nickerson is going to fall down, as he's going to hold that points total for the rest of the year, 389 points. Henry Guo continues to fall down through the point standings. He's currently 28th. Eric Suko, another Season 1 championship contender, in 21st place in the points. And that is your current points standings after race number 17. Well, that was a very fun, exciting race that we just had here at Mansfield. Thank you to everyone for watching today's race. We will see you for the next week of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. It's going to be Nashville Super Speedway, yet another good race, one of the crown jewel events in the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. It's going to be the Sam Bass 400. Eris Yuko, the reigning winner of that event. Can we see him repeat at Nashville Super Speedway? You never know. We're going to find out next week for the next race of the NCS Sim Racing Challenge. We'll see you there.